Huge nerfs coming to evolutions. Here are the work in progress balance changes that can be changed depending on your feedback. Evolution archers will have their hit points nerfed by 20%, but their bonus damage increased by 18%. Evolution barbarians will have their hit points reduced by 12%, but their rage buff duration increased by 50%. Evolution bads will have their first hit decreased by 100%, so their first hit will be 100% slower. Evolution Battle Ram will have its knockback changed, so it will not knock back large units like the Mighty Miner and the P.E.K.K.A. Evolution Bomber will have its cycle increased from 1 to 2. Evolution Firecracker will have its bonus hit points decreased by 23%, and its big spark duration will be increased by 20%, and the small sparks by 25%. Units also in the sparks will be slowed by 15%. Evolution Knight will have its bonus hit points decreased by 8%, and its damage reduction on the move will be increased by 17%. Evolution Royal Giant will have its bonus hit points decreased by 9%, but its non-evolved form will have its hit points increased by 3%. Evolution Royal Recruits will have its bonus hit points decreased by 10%, but its non-evolved version will be increased by 3%. Evolution Skeletons will have their first hit increased by 25%, so it will hit 25% slower on first hit. Evolution Tesla will now have a shockwave on death. Evolution Valkyrie will have its hit points decreased by 4%. Evolution Wallbreakers will have their hit points decreased by 4%. Runner damage will also be decreased by 50%, but the runner's movement speed increases from fast to very fast. Evolution Zap will have its second and third zap damage decreased by 50%. Cannoneer's damage will be decreased by 5%. Dagger Duchess will have its hit points decreased by 14%. Elixir Collector will have its elixir generation increased by 33% and have its duration increased by 32%, which means it will last longer and elixir will come out slower. Goblin Drill's first spawn will be increased by 60%, meaning the first spawn will come out 60% slower.